So if we have the niyyah that we are walking in the path of 124,000 prophets and messengers who came all throughout history, with that niyyah, inshallah, we are going to get that much bigger of a reward. In the hadith collected by Bukhari, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has mentioned a very important command for all of us, the people who are living in his time and to the rest of the Muslims who are going to come afterwards. Over here, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ mentions that pass on the message from me even if it is only one single ayah. Very important. This will dispel many of the false notions of the people, some of the excuses that the people make, that how can I convey Islam? I'm not knowledgeable. I'm not a scholar. I haven't been to a Dawah training course of Ahmad Deedat and Zakir Naik and Israr Ahmad and formal courses which are out there. How can I do it? Each single person knows at least the Shahada. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. If we only convey that message, we have done the job. We have to be persistent with that person, but at least that one message has to be conveyed. When Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala, when he received the message of Islam from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, was the whole Quran revealed that time? The whole Quran was not revealed. The only thing that he knew from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was that Prophet was appointed as a prophet. That was all needed. And that there is only one God. That was the message he went on continuing. Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, to many of the future companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So as soon as a new Muslim used to get the message of Islam, they used to go out and convey the message of Islam. They did not used to go and wait until they hear more presentations, read the whole Quran, get more knowledgeable. They did not used to wait for that. Just one truth, that there is only one God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his messenger, was enough to motivate them. But in our day and age, guess what? We have the whole Quran. We have close to 52,000 hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Knowledge is on our fingertips. Correct? You could hold the hadith base in the palm of your hand, the whole collection of hadith. And we have the best resources in this part of the world. We are the most intellectual Muslims in this part of the world. We are the most wealthiest of Muslims. We are the most knowledgeable of the Muslims. And we are the most organized of the Muslims. So in this day and age, especially in this country over here, we don't have any excuse that how can we perform da'wah in here. Why should we do da'wah? Look at that. Up there, what humanity is worshipping. Instead of worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the only true God, they are worshipping human beings and idols and parts of the creation. If we don't convey the message of Islam, their future is doomed. Their future is doomed. That is some of the statistics up there. Muslims are 24% of the population of this world. That means the majority of the population, they are non-Muslims. 76% of the population. When the companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon all of them, when they realized the ayat of the Quran, that it is a commandment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to go and convey the message of Islam, they did not restrict themselves just inviting to the non-Muslims who were living in Medina. They were not just satisfied that because they were the best of generation, that they are given the promise of paradise, that they did not used to go and just settle down in the masjid and do zikr and do ibadah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and then hold conferences and assemblies. They knew this message was for the whole world and they made sure that they reach common people in different parts of the world. After the death of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the 10th of Hijrah in the year 632, there were thousands of companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Did they all stay there? Did they die there? Did they pass away there? They did not. Some of them, they went to China, Yemen, Syria and Lebanon and Palestine and Africa and Europe and subcontinent. They went to different parts of the world individually and in groups. When they went in a group, they made sure that the common people in those parts of the world, they get the message. But guess what? There were so many barriers that were there. There were many empires at that time who did not allow Muslims to go out and give the message of Islam to their people. They did not allow that. The Romans and the Persians were a big barrier at that time. But guess what? Our ancestors, they went there, they fought their way to make sure that the message of Islam was conveyed to common people of that time. So they sacrificed their wealth, they sacrificed their families, they sacrificed their luxuries of life, and many of them, they sacrificed their lives just to make sure that the message reaches the common people of these different parts of the world. How did we all came to the US here? How many wars that we fought? Tell me one person. Not the immigration war, but that's a different kind of a war. We all came in the luxury of a plane, not even boat, not by camel. We came on a plane. A very short ride.